recorded.
Okay, thank you for that. So, this is the definition of the gross body, which is Panchikrita, Jada, Jada means insentient. The work of Mahabhutas, the product of five Mahabhutas, five elements, gross elements, and suffering vikaras, six changes. Each human being has three changes. What are those? Jayate, Vardhate, this is the Sanskrit word, but in English, birth, existence, growth, transformation, decay, aprakshiyate, and death. These are the Shado Vikara. Each human body has six vikaras, six changes. These are the six changes of human body. So, it has a beginning and changing, means impermanent. So, it is Anatman. These are the characteristics of Anatman. Then what is the definition of subtle body? Cause of gross body. So it is the effect of gross body. It is all Panchikrita. Our gross body is Panchikrita. But our subtle body is all Panchikrita. Means it is not integrated. It is not combined. So all Panchikrita. So not combined or integration of five elements. 17 things are there. What are the 17 things? 5 karmendriyas,
5 prana,
gyanendriyas, 10 mind, 5 vayus, pranas, 5 pranas, and then mind and buddhi. These are 17 elements. As it is the cause of the gross body, so it is creation. So dissolution is there. So it is impermanent and non-harmful. Then what is the causal body? The causal body, cause, it is the gross, cause of the gross body and the subtle body. It is eternal, inexplicable, anirvachaniya, inexpressible, reflected and apparent consciousness, which is called Chidabhasha. It is a reflected consciousness, combined with ignorance and non-intelligence. So causal body is the reflected consciousness, not the real consciousness. Reflect cause. Sorry. Combined with ignorance and non-intelligence. So no buddhi. Buddhi means discriminative faculty. No discriminative faculty and ignorance of jnana. This is the causal body, definition of causal body. What is called sharira? Shiryate iti sharira. Sharira means, yes, which is destroyed, decaying, which is perishable. That is called sharira. It is called Brahma Atmoiko Gyaneno Shirshate. Brahma Atmoiko Gyanena. it seems like Brahman identified with Brahman. This jnana is there in Sharira, that I am with Brahman. This knowledge is there. But it is Shiryate, it is spiritual. That is called Sharira. By the knowledge of indifference with Brahman, these three bodies perishable. Which perishes is called body. Vishirna iti or Shiryati iti. So these three bodies are completely different from Atman because it is perishable. To discriminate Atma Atma Vichara is extremely important. This ordinary discrimination, also called Atma Panchakosha Vilakshana. I have already mentioned that Vilakshana means extraordinary. To discriminate Atma Anatma, we have to know detailed about the koshas. This theory, this kosha, etc., we can find, somebody was asking where we can find kosha or something like that. I don't know who asked this question. I forget. You asked this question. So, I am telling you now, we can find it in Bhrigu in Taittiriya Upanishad. When Bhrigu told his son, when Varuna told his son Bhrigu, that is Bhrigu. We find it also in Mandukya Karika of Gaudapada and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. In the conversation of Yajnavalkya and Maitri in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, we can find that. Just as a rice grain is covered by husk or a fetus is covered by the embryo, exactly in the same way, Atman is covered by seeds. That is why it is covered. So that is why it is called kosha. Kosha means covering, shell. One shell is situated inside another shell. In other words, one shell covers the next shell. Pranamaya is inside the Annamaya, Manomaya is inside the Pranamaya, and Vijnanamaya is inside the Manomaya, and Anandamaya is inside the Vijnanamaya. This is the array of koshas. Now we shall explain the Annamaya kosha. If you have any question from this part, you can ask. Yes.
Or the reflected consciousness.
Reflected consciousness is not the original. Just as we see our reflection on the mirror. If you see our reflection on the mirror, what you would say? It is me. Yes, it is me, but not original me. It is a reflection. You cannot get the person inside the mirror, but it is the original person.
On what is reflected?
Atman, the light of Atman. Means we think it is Atman. Atman is not any substance like a human body, but we think it is Atman, but it is not original Atman. That is why it is called the reflected Atman. In Sanskrit, it is called abhasha. Abhasha means it appears. Chidabhasa. Chit means consciousness. Abhasha. Abhasha means it looks like it. It seems like that. So Chidabhasa, it is the abhasa of Chit, consciousness.
Because the consciousness is not there then.
Consciousness is there at the same time not there. Just imagine, if you see your reflection in the mirror, what do you say? Or the original person is there or not?
No.
In the reflection?
No.
If original person is not there, how the reflection will come? That means original person is there at the same time not there.
So the mirror is in this sense is what? The mind? What
Yes, the mirror is mind, you can say. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Or buddhi, you can say.
Buddhi.
Buddhi. And what is the reflected Chidabhasa? Ego. Ego is the Chidabhasa. Ego is the duplicate real I.
Duplicate?
Real I. Any other question from this part? From online? Anyone?
Maharaj,
Yes.
are you discoursing on a certain verse in the Viveka Chudamani?
Can you please tell me again?
Are you speaking about a certain verse in the text, the Viveka Chudamani? You
Oh.
just talked about the koshas.
No. It is not Viveka Chudamani, I told you. It is Atma Anatma Viveka. And the first verse I said, it is all Shankaracharya, everything from Shankaracharya. The first verse I said, the Satma Nirupana, verse number 8. And then the 12 characters I spoke from Ajnana Bodhini by Shankara. So different books are there.
Okay,
There are different books.
thank you.
Which can I? Huh? Where is that? This one. Okay.
Swamiji.
Uh,
So related to his question, like if we think about the koshas as like dolls inside dolls or something, where will be the actual Atman which is getting reflected?
Actual Atman, there is no location.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Atman is everywhere. Inside, outside, both. Consider it this way, that the ocean, Atman is a kind of ocean. You are taking a cup of ocean water. The body, the physical body is the cup. You are taking a cup of ocean water and keeping here. So there are different cups. So now if you ask where is the Atman, means water is Atman, as for example. So there are various Atman? No, the same one ocean water. When we keep separate cup, it becomes separate. If we break the cup, where the Atman will go? Where it was. Another example, the air. There is a glass. Okay? Different glasses. The air is inside the glass. So if I break the glass, where the air will go? They were everywhere, they were there.
So the same Atman is everywhere, but because the difference in the koshas, we appear different. We have different.
Yes,
That's what it
yes,
is.
yes, yes. body is the Annamaya kosha.
Mhm.
It covered. It is a capsule.
Mhm.
Inside this capsule, there is another capsule.
Mhm.
Inside that capsule, there is another capsule.
Yeah.
So some people like to simplify that. They have more Western terminology. They talk about like the astral body, the causal body. So that those are the different, more subtle layers behind the physical.
I already mentioned that. No? I shall go on those things. So nobody is from online, I think. Okay. Now let us go on the Maya kosha. So what is Annamaya kosha? As kids are born from their father's semen, which is developed from food, all living beings and plants are born likewise and sustained by food. So the cause of everything is food. Thus, this gross body is called the modification, vikara, or the transformation of food. This body is nothing but food, but a transformed thing. So it is called Annamaya kosha. Kosha means the coverings, and which is coming out from food. Now, here are the discrimination. Why the body is not Atman? That is the discrimination. So we know the 12 characteristics of Atman. We have already studied it. So Atman is eternal, so without birth and death. So it is eternal. This is the resolution. This is the. Now we compare gross body or Annamaya kosha, which is not eternal, because it was not before, it will be not after. So it is impermanent and not eternal. Number one argument. Second argument. Atman exists in living persons or body. That is why one can say it is my body. In a dead person's body, Atman does not exist. So a dead person cannot say, this is my body. Body is there. But a person cannot recognize his or her body. No knowledge, no consciousness. That means consciousness is absent there. So body is not Atman. Atman has the consciousness. Awareness, in other words, awareness. You are aware, you are sitting there. I am aware that I am talking. So in the dead body, this awareness is not there. Body is there, but awareness is not there. The one characteristics of Atman is this awareness. So a dead person cannot say that this is my body. So Atman is the main thing in the body which gives this consciousness. So body is not Atman. If body is Atman, then dead body also must have the awareness. So dead body doesn't have awareness. So it is non-Atman. Then second, Atman, the awareness of I, always there from birth to the death. There is no change in the awareness of I. But in body, what happens? People say, my house. It means house and the person are different. Similarly, people say, my body means I and my body is different. It is just like a flower, garland. So a thread is going through the garland. But thread is different from the flower. Similarly, through the body, Atman is there. So body and Atman are different. Atman holds the body and the knowledge of I develops. It does not mean Atman is body. The thread holds the flower. That doesn't mean flower and thread are same. Again, in dream, we do not have any experience of gross body. In dream, ignorance is reflected consciousness, observes the views. So who is in the dream? So gross body is not Atman because in deep sleep, gross body is not there. So what is the characteristics of our Atman? Characteristics of our Atman, in three bodies it will present. In three states it will present. But in dream state, our body is absent. In deep sleep state, our body is absent. So that means our body is not Atman. So in dream, what is happening? Who is viewing all these scenes? The consciousness, reflected consciousness with ignorance. That is viewing everything. And again, in the dead body, consciousness is absent. So body cannot be the Atman. Thus, Atman is different from Annamaya Kosha or body. This is the resolution. Now, few philosophical groups, they consider this body as Atman. As for example, the Bhutavadis. Bhutavadis means those who consider 5 elements. Bhuta means 5 elements. So they consider that 4-5 elements are the Atman. What are the 4-5 elements? Earth, water, fire and air. They consider these are Atman. What is the logic to negate this one? All these 5 bhutas or gross elements are insentient. There is no consciousness and jada. they cannot do anything by themselves without any support or power or force or spirit. So they are not Atman. As a result, we cannot argue that these four elements are Atman. Again, these are the product, they said that these are the product of space. So one after another is the product. So from this space, everything is coming out. Again, in Cont'd Upanishad. It is given in Cont'd Upanishad, the creation. By. So everything is coming from one after another. These gross elements. Then second is Agavavadins, the Shaivite. They consider that the image of Shiva is Paramatma. Any kind of body is subject to change and impermanent. Thus, we cannot say that anyone who assumes body is Atman. Third, the Jains. The Jains concept is that the eternity of Atman, they accept the eternity of Atman, but they consider it is Savayava, means it has a form. Nothing which is with form can become the Atman. So Atman doesn't have any form. Because why? Atman doesn't have any form. Why? Limited, exactly. Atman is all pervading. If there is a form, it will become limited. So the conclusion is, Annamaya kosha or body cannot be. Then pranamaya kosha. What is pranamaya kosha? Pranamaya, huh? Five pranas and no. Five pranas and five
organs of action.
And
Five organs of action is the five vital forces.
yes. And rajas. So this is the combination of 5 ears and 5 karmendriyas. Although they independently work, it is very tricky. Karma independently, they can work. Vayu is active. Vayu is the action. So it is a power. It is a shakti. So energy. Prana means energy. So they independently they can work through our gross body, yet they are the product of akashas and rajas aspect. They are the product of akashas, rajas aspect. So rajas is also there. Rajas means action. So this is the rajas aspect of akasha. Air. Air is the space. Smell. We have 5 things, What is?
5 senses.
Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Through our 5 Jnanendriyas, through our 5 knowledge senses, what we acquire? We acquire 5 things. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Now there is a connecting link. We have 5 karmendriyas, 5 gyanendriyas, and 5 bhutas. So now, connect all the things. Which will go to where? If you make a chart, which will go to where? So the air, space, smell will go to the khiti, earth. Earth is smell. Smell comes to the nose. So nose, smell, earth. Like this we have to join. There is a chart that which joins all the threes. The Gyanendriyas, all the Gyanendriyas, then all these subtle things and the gross things. So it is coming one after another. So it is Rajas from Akasha, from the space. So Vayu, from the space. Vayu, how we can feel Vayu?
Sparsha.
Sparsha, yeah, exactly, sparsha, the skin. So skin connected with that. Skin, air, Akasha. This is the space. This is the link. So, this is Rajas. They are working at the time even through the gross body, but they are insentient and instrumental. So, prana is an instrument. Instrumental. What kind of instrument? They will go at the time of death. We cannot find prana in the dead body. So absent, see. At one point of time they are absent. Although prana is present in gross body, in subtle body, and in causal body. All the 3 bodies, the prana is present. So prana is very tricky. So why not Atman like Atman? Atman is also present in 3 bodies. So why it is not Atman? It is a great, very subtle logic. It will not present in the dead body. So it goes, moreover, anything instrumental, it is not the original thing, it is the instrument. It is instrumental, cannot be the Atman, because it depends on something. They cannot independently work. Atman cannot move, but air moves. In breathing, it comes, goes and out. But as it doesn't have the consciousness, it has no knowledge, it is whether inside or outside. So, karmendriyas are the means of activity, just like a ladle. In cooking purpose, ladle is used. But ladle is only instrument. It cannot work itself. Similarly, prana is the ladle. It cannot work itself. Similarly, all karmendriyas are instruments. They complete through body, although they are insentient. Next, all types of airs perform the work of body by controlling the senses. So the prana controls the senses, which pervading whole body. For this reason, all airs are called pranamaya. But this is not Atman because it has no consciousness. Next, in deep sleep and in dream, air is present as breath. But it does not have consciousness and hence it cannot understand anything about inside or outside. Means it does not have any awareness. We have the awareness. I am aware that I am sitting. But this prana doesn't have any awareness. Next, it is just as a storm. Example, a storm, it has the activity. A storm can demolish a house. That means it has power. It is active. So it can demolish a house. Prana, although insentient, put forth the action of our body. So body works for the prana. So we think prana is the main source, prana is the main thing, so that we can active, we can work through the body. But just as storm breaks a house, this air works through our body. Such kind of active prana are the reflected Atman. These are the marks of reflect Atman as a subject, all impersonal. So this is actually prana. They are the reflected from Atman. So they work, it is very subtle. They work in such a way that we think that is the real source. So in prana, because of prana we are talking, because of prana we are active. So it looks like prana is the main source of our activity, but it is not, it is instrument only. If behind prana, Atman is not there, prana cannot work. Because it is a kind of ladle. Ladle is the main thing for cooking. Ladle or khunti or something. That is the main instrument of cooking. But if a person is not behind that instrument, we cannot eat. It cannot work. The prana is just like that. We think it is working, but it is not working. It has behind it, there is Atman. It is dynamic one, or it can be fulfilled by total Atman. But it makes a non-Atman hungry and thirsty. Because we are thirsty and hungry because of prana only. So there may be any conception that prana is the Atman, but it is not. In this way, prana completes its instrumental duty. Actually, prana does not have consciousness or knowledge. So prana is subject to hunger and thirst only when Atman is present. Otherwise, prana cannot work. So that is why it is not Atman. Then from Keno Upanishad, Yat praneno no praniti ye pranaha praniyate. And again Keno Upanishad, Yat vachana abhyuditam yeno vak abhyudate. what speech cannot reveal, but what reveals by speech, known as Atman. So speech cannot reveal Atman. By speech we cannot reveal Atman. But because of Atman, we can speak. Similarly, what smell does not reveal, but what reveals smell. Smell cannot reveal Atman, but because of Atman, we have this smell. Now, the Charvakas, they considered prana is Atman. Because Charvakas, they do not believe anything transcendental. What they can see, that is their findings. So they can see the prana, because of prana everything is doing, everything is happening. So they consider prana is the Atman, according to them. Charvaka says, prana is Brahman. And obviously that is wrong. Vaisheshika also. There are two schools of Vaisheshika. One school is prana. They think prana is the Atman. These Vaisheshika schools. They think prana is Hiranyagarbha. And that is Atman. But we can easily say Hiranyagarbha is not the Brahman. We can easily understand that. And that is not Atman. There is no proof that prana is Hiranyagarbha and is Atman. So we can negate this. So this is the pranamaya kosha. So annamaya kosha and pranamaya kosha. Now there we shall come to the monomaya kosha. The annamaya and pranamaya and monomaya, these three are lower strata. Most of the people, they have this kind of thing. So our mind, our consciousness travels in among these three levels. So higher level is the spiritual transformation, change of consciousness. We shall speak after monomaya kosha. We have already spoke in our last class about the monomaya kosha, but in the next class I shall again speak about monomaya kosha and then vijnanamaya and anandamaya. And then we shall show that all these koshas are not Atman. Then we shall know what is Atman. Any question? So we have to please remember these justifications. Why our body is not Atman? Why our prana is not Atman? Then why our mind is not Atman?
Swamiji,
Yes.
I want to ask you a question. So, the yogis that don't eat, did they reach their Atman because they don't have any prana?
What is that? Can you please repeat the question?
The yogis who
Yogis. Oh.
the yogis who reach the Atman and they don't eat for maybe a few days, like I don't know, a month or two. Did they reach their Atman?
What happened? What is our hunger and what is our thirst?
Prana.
What is required for that? Prana is required. Not only prana, another thing is required. What is that? Body. Because food is connected with body. And body feels hunger because of prana. Now, yogis, they transcend their consciousness from body, prana and mind. So they cannot feel. Can you feel your thirst and hunger in dream? Sometimes you feel, but at that time probably in your gross body you are full stomach. So yogis, they're just like that. They transcend the body consciousness. They do not feel. Only when our body is there, prana is there, then only we feel hunger. And also we feel hungry when our prana and mind both is in our stomach, connected with our stomach. Because prana is the pseudo force, pseudo dynamic force. So mind must be connected with that. Otherwise, we do not have any feeling. Body is only insentient something. So mind, main thing is the mind. Afterwards, you can find main thing is the mind. So hunger, how do you feel? In your mind. So in dream, we are in different state of mind. So we do not feel hungry in dream state. In deep sleep state, there is another state of mind. We do not feel anything. So yogis, they transcend body.
Rajwan.
Uh,
So when the body, you say that it becomes, when it is dead, the body, right? If it's left in putrefaction like that, so many worms and fly comes out of the flesh like that. You say, why is the life come from that piece, or from a cadaver like that?
Can you please explain, elaborate your question, please?
Is there a question in that?
You say that there is no Atma. There is no Atma in the Buddha, no? In the five elements.
No, body, there is no Atman. Atman is completely different from body.
Right, but when the body, if a body, a cadaver,
Dead body.
a
you are
dead
talking-
body is left there for many days, there are worms and flies coming out from the flesh.
So what?
Where they come from? If there is no life in the body.
So do you think this insect and everything is coming out? The dead body is giving birth to them?
No, it's the
Where they come from?
surroundings.
So bacteria, they form the bacteria.
Body decays.
Decays.
They are not coming out from the body. If you taste the gene of that insect and the gene of that body, you cannot find same thing. So they eating body. They eat body. They live in body.
That's why they become fly and worm
Yeah,
from bacteria.
right.
Swamiji, when you said yogis transcend the body, they are not aware of their body?
No, absolutely not.
Even though they're walking, but they don't feel the body?
When you are in deep sleep, do you feel your body? Same thing. Instead, they are in the waking state, but they do not feel body.
So Swamiji, the pranas are basically 5 kind of energies, right? Like we can kind
Five
of
pranas.
understand of.
5 pranas.
Yeah.
Prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana.
Mm,
So these 5 pranas has 5 functions in our body.
mm. So it's basically
Some
very.
is
Yeah.
pushing up, some is pushing down,
Mhm.
some is pushing right, left, some are digesting, some are this, that, etc.
So when we do these functions, these energy will go down, right? So it's like kind of a battery concept, like we eat to kind of recharge the battery again. So like one of the
No,
pranas
the
is giving us.
food is
Mhm,
food is for body.
mhm,
So how prana gets the energy?
mhm.
Prana gets energy, the mental force. How your mental force is coming? From where it is coming?
Mm, so that's Atman.
It is coming, no.
No?
Atman is the present there.
Mhm,
The power, the
Mhm.
dynamic power is coming
mhm.
from the cosmic power.
Okay.
It is a cosmic force.
So what I was saying was that cosmic force
It's
is
Atman. It's coming from Atman.
Atman and
From
it's.
where Atman is coming?
Uh-huh.
The Atman is connected with the cosmic Atman.
Uh-huh.
Cosmic Atman is the Brahman,
Brahman.
the macro.
So basically, it gets the energy from there,
Yes.
and it is expressed in these 5 pranas inside a human body.
Why pranas are only instrumental?
Yeah, so it's a way of getting things
As for
accomplished in the
example, you
body.
can see the machine.
Yeah.
One machine is there,
Uh-huh.
and then electricity is there.
Mhm.
So electricity is the Atman,
Mhm.
and this machine is working.
Yeah.
That is prana.
Electricity is invisible.
Invisible. Atman is also invisible. Electricity doesn't have, in very gross state, gross conception, that not in atomic or subatomic level.
Yes.
I am talking about in general.
Yeah.
Electricity doesn't have any form or any kind of existence. You cannot see that. So, Atman is also like that.
But everything functions.
Everything functions because of that. Say these light fittings and everything is our body. The different color of the glass is different colors of different shape, different color, different human beings.
So Maharaj, we are all connected to this big consciousness drawing the energy,
Yeah.
all of us here.
So where all the electricity, different fittings are different positions in the house, but where they are connected,
Connected to
they are
the
connected to one
main
point.
point, yes.
So
That's
there we all are one.
one.
So in that sense, we are all connected. So in that sense, we can say we all are one. In this level, you see we are all one? No, we are different. But at that point, we are all one. Yes.
Just a couple general comments. So, when you talk about the guiding hand of Atman or prana, it's kind of interesting. In evolution, they found that the mutations to the genome in order to promote new organisms and new life, they cannot be random because they're
These
so
are all
unlikely.
physical level.
So, but they were guided.
Mutation is everything. It is in the physical level.
Right, but it's guided by an invisible hand of consciousness, guiding it because it could not occur otherwise. The modern research has found that out. And then the second thing is
I don't believe.
the gentleman.
I don't believe that. That is, I don't believe.
The gentleman over there.
Atman is not the active force. Atman is not any person. Atman intelligence is there, but that intelligence cannot do any physical thing.
And then the gentleman over there talked
That
about
is only Kutastha.
Yeah.
I mentioned here in 12 characteristics. Kutastha. Kutastha means the existence, Sat.
And then the gentleman there mentioned the worms and birds feeding on the dead bodies. So actually, that's why the Zoroastrian religion they try to promote keeping the bodies outside to return back to nature, letting the birds eat the bodies, and that's like letting the natural process, occur. So.
That is good. You are feeding nature.
Right.
Good. Other religion, they think that spirit will come back and assume the body, dead body. There are different things. Any question from online? Okay. No question from. So this is things we can proceed in our next class. So next Sunday we do not. We have not announced anything for the class. There is no official announcement for the class. The following Sunday, we will again. There is a. I think following Sunday, Mohan will.
Yes.
Yeah.
19 no classes.
No official announcement.
19 no class.
Yeah, no official announcement.
Next class will be 26. Swamiji's.
Yes. So next Sunday, we will have guest lecturer, Swami Prasannatmananda.
Following Sunday.
The following Sunday, 26.
Not next Sunday.
No, not next Sunday.
Yeah.
I am talking about the following Sunday. Next Sunday, we do not have any official announcement of the class. So, the following Sunday, 26th, we will have a guest lecturer, Swami Prasannatmananda Maharaj. He will speak on inquiry of Vedanta. Inquiry in Vedanta or inquiry of Vedanta.
Maharaj, will be here?
Yes, yes. It will be here, and the Vedanta is a well-known person.
Yes. Next Sunday is Berkeley.
And his talk is next Berkeley morning.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday, his talk will be in Berkeley morning. You can see it either on Facebook or on YouTube. You can, our website, through our website, you can see that. His talk, his subject matter is scientific spirit. Yes.
So is there a meeting here next Sunday or no meeting next Sunday?
No.
No meeting next Sunday. Okay.
No official announcement.
Okay.
Till now, there is no official announcement. Okay, thank you. Namaste. Mark, your microphone is mute.
Namaste, Maharaj. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate the class.
Thank you.
Yes. Please note, these are very important 12 characteristics. What is subtle body? What is gross body? These definitions are very useful and very important.
Thank you.